would say, oh, well, shit. I get it, because if I was a nigga, I'd do the same thing too, honestly, because that's what I find to be it. I have just really never seen that. I've never seen a black man go overseas to these countries and get the real boss.
Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from TikTok. Passport Bros. The truth about passport bros. Man, these women are just exposing us left and right. Let's see what is getting exposed this time. Subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. Let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
Y'all know what's really interesting about the passport bros and how they say, American women, we demand too much, we want people to pay our bills and all that shit. But what's really interesting is I lived in Colombia for a year and I dated many men who dated Colombian women, and guess what? They all want you to pay their bills too, except for they come from a place of need. And I know with some really boss Colombian bitches out there who really are doing their own thing and don't need a man for money. But honestly, none of the American men were dating them. They would date the broke ones.
We don't like dating boss bitches here. Why would we go somewhere else to look for boss bitches? That doesn't even make sense. Does that make sense to you guys? Those are literally the type of women that we are avoiding overall. And that's why we went to that country. So why would we want to mess with those type of women in that country?
And the broke ones always needed, not wanted, needed them to get cell phone data, food. They always got some emergency where, oh, my dad died and broke his kneecaps. Kneecaps fell off. He need recap replacement surgery, or his toe knuckles are brown and need them shaved down. All kind of shit.
And the women in the U.S. don't make just as stupid reasons as that. I need my nails done. Send me some nails done. Oh, I need some Starbucks. Please send me money for Starbucks. Oh, I'm gonna go eat. Send me money for dinner. All these things, women here are just as bad as what you're explaining. So why are you targeting these particular women?
And all of that, to get them to pay them money, right? And then some girls would just straight out say, my mama's bills are, $200 for the month, and mine is $100, and they $300 a month, and the men would pay. So I just really,
I wouldn't pay anybody's bill for $200, $300 a month here or anywhere. So yes, maybe some of these men are willing to do that. I don't think a lot of passport bros are willing to do it if these women are not giving something in return, as in reciprocation. They're either taking care of him, they're giving him what he wants, they treat him nicely, and these men are more than likely happy to do that.
Very reasonable person. Man is expected to provide. In the States, a woman and her mama's bills could be, $20,000 a month or some crazy shit like that. Or let's say on the low end,
$20,000 a month. That's like 5 families worth of bills. $20,000 a month. What the fuck are you talking about? 2 people's bills, a mother and a daughter. The fuck?
that could be $5,000 a month. Okay. Let's even knock it down to $4,000. $2,000 a month for my bills. My mama bills is $2,000. Okay. As a man, it makes sense that I would want to go to a country where the whole family's bills is $800 and I can really be the boss. See, men who want to provide, they do want to do that.
I'll admit that.
But America's a little expensive. So you want to go and get the women with no money and pay for that. But I just want men to be more.
So you're mad that we want to be providers and we can't be providers here. So we're going to other places so we have the ability to be providers to these women. What is the problem? What is exactly the problem? I don't see a problem with that. These men cannot provide here. If this is the case and they are able to provide over there, isn't that wonderful? There's a set of women now that are getting provided for that weren't being provided for now. As feminists, as women that want women to be better and do better, isn't this a better thing for them?
More real about it. So I respect the nigga to say, look, man, I want to be a provider. I really do. I care about that. I love that feeling. But America costs too much. And so therefore the women's bills cost too much. So I like to go to Thailand and shit like that and get me somebody who bills are $200 a month so I can feel like a man. I would say, oh well shit. I get it, because if I was a nigga, I'd do the same thing too, honestly, because that's what I find to be it. I have just really never seen that. I've never seen
She says that she's willing to do it. That's what she would do too. But then she goes off to bash us still and shame us afterwards.
a black man go over to these countries and get the real boss. They don't do that. They
Why? Why would black men do this? Why would black men go to other countries just to get a boss when most black women in America are bosses even if they don't got the money? That's the problem. There's so many boss babes here in the US with no money. Why would we want to deal with them even if they have money somewhere else? This is the crazy part, that women really think this boss babe lifestyle is, men are just clamoring for these boss babes. You guys are very independent, very, I don't need no man. Then why would I want to deal with you if you don't need me? Again, you're right. These women need me because they're a little bit more on the poorer side. That's not the reason why we care. We just want to be needed. It doesn't matter what it is. A lot of these women don't care about money as much as you seem to think they do.
get the poor ones. And also, let's just be honest, poverty makes a woman makes a person easy to control. You know what I'm saying? That's why these bitches be going over to Africa and getting these damn niggas from the townships. These
Yeah, you're right. When black women are actually the highest demographic of evictions, you're right. There's plenty of poverty here. There's plenty of women that are in poverty here, but yet they still don't need no man. So we'll go to someone that's in poverty that needs a man. Shocker.
these terrible looking bitches with mustaches and shit go on to the townships in Africa, and they just had a nigga eating all kind of pussy, ass, mowing the lawn, all that shit, because he doesn't have any money, so he's easy to control. Let's just be real about these things.
At least she admits that there's women that are doing this to men, and so I'll give her that.
It's okay for you to say poverty makes him a little bit easier to control, and just say that, because that's actually what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like the Colombians and Americans both want you to pay their bills, one just cheaper. That's rational, logical. I get it. Just own it, nigga.
It's funny that they say that poverty is easy to control. Again, most women are actually living in poverty. Most of the US is living in quote unquote poverty. Black women are the highest demographic of eviction notice. So there's plenty of poverty, according to you, here in the United States, but these people in poverty still don't seem to be easy to control, are they? No, because they weren't raised to be submissive, cooperative people. They were raised to be combative, and that's the big problem. That's the big problem with these boss babes that you seem to be upset that men aren't gravitating towards. Why? Because you're probably a boss babe yourself and no men was gravitating towards you. Isn't it just so funny when they make fun of men for going to want to stretch out their money and do things better for themselves and actually take care of women? But no, we're still some kind of scumbaggery, even though we go out of our way to still take care of women, even though we're not able to do it here because things are too expensive, but we can do it over there. Instead of seeing us as somewhat virtuous because we still want to go take care of a woman and still start a family. No, we're just some scumbaggery pedos that just want to take advantage of little kids and poor women. That's exactly what all these women want to say about passport bros. And it's not even just these women. Even big red pill gurus, even big red pill creators, manosphere creators have the same type of rhetoric about passport bros. And it's so crazy because I thought these men know better. I thought these men actually did some research. But nope, it's just as scumbaggery as everybody else. Just go by what everybody says. Oh, chow, chow, chow. Sometimes I hate eating. It makes me fat and bloated. This would be one of those things that make me fat and bloated. Women really think that we're just scumbags because we want to go over and take care of someone that's poor. Isn't that weird? Like, to go over somewhere and take care of a poor person, now we're just evil people. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.